The Gators will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Barney. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right back to the well. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Fourth down, Sellers. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Quick toss. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Snap to the back. nowhere to run. He loses a ton of yardage, and they cannot convert on fourth down. Sellers. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Yeah, and a great job on the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rock it. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Ducks are flying down the field. Throwing, Sellers. Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period, first down here. The give to Hardy. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Here's Sellers to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Running inside, it's Hardy. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Showing off the arm. All the way out across the 45-yard line. 6. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that upthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And winning first down is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Wide receiver going in motion. Back has it. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Finally, somebody's able to get on the board. This game was sending offensive football back to the 1930s. Great job of executing. I know this is a defensive stalemate. I don't know how many points we're going to see in the second half. Guys, that touchdown, that might be all they need based on what we've seen here in the first half.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Howard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Nice move there. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Back has it. Finding some room. Running through contact. Gives him the big stiff arm. Gives him another stiff arm.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the direct snap, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Shows him the stiff arm. Across the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! And a huge run from the back. Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the option. Now the toss. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Back to throw, it's McNabb. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Back to pass, it's McNabb. He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. He's looking downfield to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that 3rd and...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive. Defense comes up with a big play.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Could be an alley. Still on his feet. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Direct snap. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Back to throw, it's McNabb. Gets it to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Back to pass, it's McNabb. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
The Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the wideout. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll send the back in motion. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Looking to throw, it's McNabb. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Fitted in the window for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Gators! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snap it to the back. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcats Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the snap, it's Jackson. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking downfield, it's McNabb. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turn. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right back to the well. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive, then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
The give to the lone running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Gets the back moving. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Complete to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Looking to pass. It's Brady. Finds his man. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Gators! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they can.
They're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Gators ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Brady. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Still on his feet at the 35. Tons of room in the middle. Lowers those pads. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because...
Makes the grab and room to run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Brady. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating to have a false start in this area of the field, but still 2nd and goal. Looking for the score! And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession, but right here they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Maybe maybe a crease. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, going to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. To throw, it's Brady. Under fire. Makes a catch. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. He's got him. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Beck has it. Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And this offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Brady. Fires it. The short hands, it's Jackson. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Bulldozes his way through. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The field goal is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Got enough for the first. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Gators! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
All game long, this guy's been putting his toolbox on display. He's got speed, he's got wiggle, he's got vision. That's another long touchdown run, David. And he made no bones about it earlier in the season. He said, I want to win the Doak Walker Award. He's putting up numbers today that are going to help him do that.
Yeah, this will go a long way. Already over 100. Now add this big, long touchdown run. The defense better find some answers, because I'm just going to keep giving it to them over and over again until they solve the problem.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dropping back, it's Brady. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. Complete to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he hauls it in at the 30. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
To the air, it's Brady. Off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Got a little grass.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Might have a chance. Good, solid tackle. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Jackson. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. With the line of scrimmage at the 32, they'll line up for a 49-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. With the line of scrimmage at the 32, they'll line up for a 49-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. He's got it! And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this.
Maybe some room here. Picks up the first down. The 30, the 20, 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Dropping back, it's Griffin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
Upstairs to make, and oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense trying to take it back.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He wants to change this route. Back has it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Sellers. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Oh, they're after him. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Defense in press coverage. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Bringing the heat. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Griffin. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds them, and he gets the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6.
There's some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll run it. It's Cobb. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Griffin. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and trying to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Going for 6. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. There's a crease. At the 30. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Gators.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Nine-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That's caught. It's Johnson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Bulldogs in the hurry up.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Throwing right. He's got the tight end. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking.
Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Some defensive players just